shooting 53%, 41%. Westbrook challenged at the elbow by Richardson, and that one almost went down. Westbrook from the elbow. This one goes. Sabonis on the behind-the-back bounce from Westbrook. Domas scores. Winslow and Steven Adams trying to retire the rim off that feed from Westbrook. Going to race right past the Miami defense and one. Coast to coast. But you credit Adams with triggering that because he saw Russell starting to bust and he said, "Here you go, fella. 5."
Oh, this is like a slalom run for him. Downhill, man.
I mean, he screams for Russ, who takes it to the rim and scores. So that turns into a 4-point play.
He just, you know what? He called his number on that play. And can pretty much do it all night, because if he can get to the basket that easy without Whiteside able to get over there and be a factor, it really put a lot of pressure on him.
Over the top. Westbrook finds Adams. Speaking of putting pressure.
Russ said, I think people are really going to see a side of Steven that they haven't seen before this year.
And we're seeing a side of Alex Abrinas that
play there.
Backside. Grant and one.
You know, there's that.
On the pick and roll, Adams sees the paint closed, so he just puts on the brakes inside the free throw line and scores again.
Well, how do you stop that? Because you're showing it, you know, there's so many.
Johnson, Whiteside, and James Johnson glaring at each other coming away from the basket.
Well, that's good.
Kanter and Adams have already combined for 20 points. Make it 22 and 1.
Come on, man.
Grant gets deep and he's fouled. Westbrook changing speeds, going right at the rim, and he scores. No way to treat one of the greatest players in Miami Heat history. Udonis Haslem, rarely used, has just checked into the game, and all he could do was stand and watch. On the pick and roll, Kanter puts on the brakes, gets the shooter's roll. Kanter has a dozen, and Westbrook has his 10th assist.
He's just seeing a big basket right now. I know we used to say that about shooters. He's just seeing a big basket as a post player.
Tyler Johnson up on Westbrook, who's going to fade away off the glass, and he hits him with the Nowitzki. Westbrook flying. Morrow from the corner for 3. Wasted absolutely no time. You know, he was wide open under the basket. Over the top, Westbrook got a step on Richardson, lost control of the basketball, and still finished. I mean, why not, right? Russell crosses over on Justice Winslow, goes to the glass and scores again. Timeout, Miami.
I'm just running out of whatever you can say about Russ to describe him in transition. That was just fantastic.
Westbrook measuring, scoring.
You know, because he can blow by you, he just sets you up for it, man. It's like, you know, he's looking at you.
On the floor with Robertson, Westbrook fading away from the elbow, and he scores again. And tonight he is just a single-digit margin. Westbrook ripping that ball off the rim, and he is fouled. Back to the free throw line goes Russ.
First of all,
Winslow gives him a little bit of room. Russell makes him pay.
Just patience, by the floor general.
Playing with 5 fouls. Westbrook up and under. Powers along the baseline to score on Winslow. Russ has 28 points.
He's just scoring at will right now on any Heat player that's in white.
James Johnson, offensive foul. Westbrook takes the hit to make the play.
He's taking the charge.
To move a game ahead of Memphis in the Western Conference standings. The Grizzlies.